So your backup camera on your Ford F-150 has stopped working. Well, this is how I fixed mine, and you'll be shocked how easy it was and how inexpensive it was. So stick around for today's video. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how I repaired my backup camera on my Ford F-150. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I hope you will like and subscribe. This channel does videos about different topics, and I hope it's things that you'll enjoy and encourage you. Subscribing to a YouTube channel is free. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video is published. Now to today's video. Just a quick background on this Ford F-150. This is a 2014. I purchased this Ford F-150 2014 new. My husband drove it a couple of years and he put a lot of miles on it. He no longer drives the truck. And I started wanting to drive it. And I noticed the backup camera doesn't work. I noticed it probably 7 or 8 months ago that the backup camera did not work. Well, I took it down to the Ford dealership that we have bought many Fords from. And I walked in and told them while I was there. I didn't talk to a mechanic. They just sent me to the parts department. So I walked up to the window and I told the lady at the window that my backup camera was out. And she quickly told me, now no one looked at the truck. She said, oh, that part is back ordered. It's been back ordered for a year. And I said, well, can you tell me about what it's going to cost to have that backup camera fixed? She said, well, the part is $1,900 and then it'll be plus labor. Well, I was so shocked that a backup camera would cost over $2,000 because I thought you could add a backup camera, an aftermarket one, for maybe $300 to $500. So I walked away feeling pretty defeated and thought, well, is this old truck, a 10-year-old truck with over, well, almost 200,000 miles, worth it to spend that kind of money? So I went home, I parked the truck, and I had another vehicle and I drove it most of the time. Well, several months went by, and I thought, you know, I'm going to research this backup camera. I cannot believe that a backup camera would cost $1,900 plus labor. So I watched a few YouTube videos, and I was shocked to see how simple it was. I saw several videos of men replacing this backup camera, and it did seem simple. One of the videos I watched, the guy said it may not be the camera, it may be the connections. And he suggested buying some electronic spray and just unplugging those connections, spraying them, cleaning them, putting them back together. So I did that. I went to Walmart. I purchased the electronic spray. I think it was a little over $10, between $10 and $12. I crawled under the truck. I unplugged them, but honestly, unplugging those plugs was kind of difficult for me just because I didn't know where to push and clamp and pull, but I did get it undone. The underneath side of my husband's truck, or now my truck, was so caked with mud. He took that truck down muddy roads, and there was so much mud around those plugs. I really thought, oh, this is probably what it is. It's dirt up in these connections. But when I cleaned away the dirt and then cleaned away, this, honestly, it was kind of a protector that was over the clamp, pulled the clamp apart, sprayed it, put it back together, that did not fix the truck. I think from the more research I've done and more people I've talked to, usually the problem is just the camera. I mean, you can look under your truck and just see if one of those connections looks damaged, but if it's snapped together very well, it's probably just the camera. And you'll see in this video how easy it is to just pop that Ford decal off the truck. Just use a small screwdriver and gently lift it away. Now, I've heard some people say that you might damage this and have to buy a new one. So I went ahead and ordered a new Ford decal assembly for the back when I ordered the camera, because I thought when I get this thing repaired, I don't want to have to then be waiting for this cover. So I ordered them both. I'll put the link in the picture now of the parts I ordered. I also ordered the original factory parts for the decal. The camera, I think, might be an aftermarket. I'll put the picture here in the video of what I ordered for the camera. Y'all, it was so easy. I am not a mechanic, but I do like doing things myself. It was so simple. With a small screwdriver, just slide that screwdriver into that groove and just gently pry the Ford decal off. It's very easy. Then you'll see the oval housing holding the camera to the tailgate. There are only 2 screws holding that to the tailgate. Remove those 2 screws. The camera will still be plugged in, so you will need to unplug the camera, and then you remove one screw to take the camera off that little frame. Simple, simple, simple. Now mine did break right here, and I'll show you where. Right here it broke, and so I was happy I had the other Ford decal and assembly ordered. But you know, that yours may not break, but I was glad I had the new one, and it looked nice having the new one. Unplugged the old camera, plugged in the new camera, slipped it in there, put the one screw back, and then before I even put the assembly back on the truck, I got in my truck, started my truck, put it in reverse, and voila, my camera worked. Y'all, this was such an easy, simple repair. Then I got out of the truck, put the two screws back in the case, snapped the Ford decal back on, and now I have a backup camera. Y'all, this cost me $54 in tax to repair this backup camera. And here I had been going without a backup camera for at least, I'd say at least 6 months. And then my husband, before he died, had been driving this truck, I would say a year or more, without a backup camera. I feel as if my husband damaged the bumper because he didn't have a backup camera. To repair my bumper is going to be probably close to $2,000 at a local body shop. So I just feel like backup cameras are so important. They're so convenient, and what an inexpensive and easy repair this was. Well, I hope this video has helped you today. I want to encourage you to try to do things yourself. Before you overpay for things, get on YouTube, watch a few videos. You might can do the job yourself.